on June 12, 2012, Lucy Hale had revealed she had been recently signed to Hollywood Records and was excited to share the music she had been working on, and in another tweet she said it was going to be something we hadn't heard from her before or wouldn't be expecting, which she probably meant the 4 songs she did the year before for the 2011 movie A Cinderella Story Once Upon a Song, where she played the main character Katie Gibbs, and with already having success on the hit show Pretty Little Liars, where she played Ariel Montgomery, which was airing at the time, and it seemed Lucy was getting all ready to venture into the music world. But a fun fact you may not know about Lucy is originally she wanted to be a singer, and while growing up she loved singing. She sung in choir, sung at malls, and in 2002 when she saw Kelly Clarkson win American Idol, that was a moment she wanted to be a singer. And another reason I bring up that moment is because a year later, at the age of 14 in 2003, she went on a singing competition, Idol Juniors, which was the kid version of American Idol. But in this show, instead of it being one winner, it was to find the best 5 contestants to form a group. So from my understanding of how this worked is the contestant would compete each week to be voted in, and the ones that didn't get any votes to get in, they were disqualified, and by the end there would be 5 remaining, which Lucy ended up being one of the 5, and those 5 became the group American Juniors, signed to Jive Records, which they released their debut album on October 26, 2004, but after that the group ended up disbanding, which then Lucy went back to Memphis, Tennessee, and then she moved to LA at the age of 15 to try music again. But during this time it felt like it wasn't her time to do music yet, along with not really knowing what she wanted to say, so she decided to put music to the side and try acting, which during this process fell in love with acting, and some of the minor roles that she had were in shows such as Drake and Josh, The OC, How I Met Your Mother, Wizards of Waverly Place, and fun fact, she even auditioned for Hannah Montana to play Lily, and she even played the role of Effie Caligaris in the 2008 movie The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. So besides playing these characters and more, by continuing this path, it soon led her to the role of Aria in Pretty Little Liars in 2009, which started airing in 2010, and in 2011 she got the role for A Cinderella Story Once Upon a Song, which she was really excited about since it involved music. She enjoyed the experience working with Rock Mafia on the music, who is known for producing and co-writing songs such as Love You Like a Love Song by Selena Gomez and The Scene, See You Again by Miley Cyrus, Beautiful Now by Zedd featuring John Bellion, and many others. While promoting the movie, in an interview she did with Hollywood Crush, she teased she had something in the works and would love to make an album, which now takes us back to 2012, knows more about herself, feels more confident, knows what she wants to say, and felt it was ready to make an album, which on June 27th, in an interview she did with MTV News, besides speaking about A Cinderella Story, which sort of helped her get signed, she revealed the album would be country pop, and she also explained why by saying, "I grew up in Tennessee, so that's always been my heart and soul. It's hard to come across a true country fan in LA, but it's true that the fans are so loyal. Once you're in their circle, you're in there for your entire career. It just really speaks to me. Country music has so much soul and it's so heartfelt. I think it's a perfect fit for me. I think it will surprise people." And it wouldn't be until the next year on December 2nd, 2013, Lucy shared the news of her first single, You Sound Good to Me, coming out January 7th, along with revealing the single artwork. The next year on January 2nd, 2014, Lucy posted about the premiere of the music video happening on ABC when a new episode of Pretty Little Liars will be aired. So the music video had premiere on ABC Family on January 7th, the same day the song was also released, which is a song that was found last minute while putting the album together, and when Lucy heard the demo, she couldn't get it out of her head. Besides it being catchy, which is usually the sign to make it as a single, as she said in an interview when deciding what should be the first single, it also captured the tone of what the album was and also the special things that are about her. And since this album was going to be an introduction as to who she was and not the character from Pretty Little Liars, this felt perfect. The music video was directed by Philip Anderman, who also directed the music videos for Ready or Not by Bridget Mendler, Begin Again by Taylor Swift, Slow Down by Selena Gomez, and What's My Name by Rihanna. And in the visual, we see Lucy and a group of friends going on a road trip, enjoying and living in the moment. The reviews were positive from critics, which the song peaked at number 21 on Billboard Hot Country Songs charts, and also peaked at number 88 on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts. She did 2 television live performances. The next month on February 11, she revealed the name of her album, Road Between, and on February 18, Lucy announced a release date for the album set for June 3rd, along with saying, "This has been a dream of mine since since I was a little girl singing Faith Hill and Shania Twain songs into my hairbrush in the mirror. It was both exciting and scary for me to be so vulnerable making this album, and it turned out to be something genuinely me and something I'm really proud to share. The next month on Monday, March 31st, she posted on Twitter a link for fans to unlock both the tracklist and album cover, which they got the hashtag #UnlockWorldBetween to trend worldwide, which moments later fans got the song titles unlocked along with the album cover, where we see Lucy standing in front of a road wearing a long white dress with a belt. June 3rd had arrived and the album was released, an album where Lucy allowed herself to be raw and real and opened up, which took about 2 years to create. And even though she could have gone a different route, she always knew she wanted to do a country album. Her influences were Shania Twain, Faith Hill, Martina McBride, Taylor Swift, Carrie Underwood, and Civil Wars. And she also mentioned she loved Britney Spears. And a fun fact about one of the songs on the album, that being That's What I Call Crazy, which was co-written by Casey Musgraves. The album had peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Top Country charts, along with also peaking at number 14 on the US Billboard 200 charts. A second single was also released, Lie a Little Better. The music video was also directed by Philip Anderman. The visual was filmed at Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, and in the visual, besides seeing Lucy perform at the famous venue, there was also clips that show Lucy with friends and others enjoying a day out. And since it was a dream come true for Lucy to perform there, and after getting the moment to perform a few weeks after the album was released, it made sense why she also had the music video filmed there. And a fun fact about the song, a few years later in 2018, she revealed the song was inspired by her Pretty Little Liars co-star Drew Van Acker.
So for years people had asked me what that song was about or who it was about, and I was like, I should just tell them. And then I was like, no, I should just tease people for a little bit. So for years I didn't tell anyone, and so finally the other week I had it came on my shuffle and I was like, yeah, this song's about Drew. I had a crush on Drew, and it was, yeah, years ago.
So besides promoting the album and the new single, she also released a Christmas single that same year on October 21st titled Mistletoe, which she also performed a few times, like at the CMA's Country Christmas Special. And on December 2nd, she announced a tour for early 2015, which a few days later on December 19th, she shared the news she had to cancel due to vocal strain, which a few months later in 2015, she did a country Let It Go cover collaboration from the 2013 Disney movie Frozen with Rascal Flatts, which was released on a compilation album We Love Disney, which other artists also did a Disney cover like Jason Derulo, Ariana Grande, Tori Kelly, Jessie J, and more. And it was after this that Lucy had stopped releasing music until 2017 when she released a new single titled You're Here. But other than that, there was no talks of a new album or new music that was in the works until March 2018, where she did an interview with Covertor where she talked about her career, life after Pretty Little Liars, and being in a show called Life Sentence. And when asked if she had plans to do new music, she said, I just finished this animated film where I play a singer. I would love to just make albums and write and be in the studio all day. I love that part of it, but it was really hard for me to embrace the touring part of it after my last album. Performing live made me a very anxious person all the time, so I was like, why am I putting myself through that if it's making me a hot mess? I had to take a step back from that and reevaluate how I wanted to do music and where it fits in. And at the end of the day, it's still my hobby. I love music more than anything. I love to make another album and then obviously sing through acting jobs and my big Broadway dreams that I told you about. So we'll see. And when asked a few years later in an interview she did on The Chicks in the Office in 2021, she replied with, if she were to do music again, it would be through acting along with wanting to do a musical, which reminded me of Zendaya. Even though she had stepped away from music, she has still done music through acting, such as The Greatest Showman, collaboration with Labyrinth for the show Euphoria. So if she were to be cast in a role where singing is involved, I feel that she would be amazing at a role like that. She's already had roles where she's had to sing already and has a great voice. And personally, I did enjoy her songs like Lie a Little Better, You Sound Good to Me, as well as the songs that she did for A Cinderella Story like Bless Myself, Make You Believe, and Extraordinary. And while I think it will be amazing to hear a new album from her, I'm excited for her to do a role in singing when it comes to a movie or a role or even a musical. If it's like The Greatest Showman, at least for me personally, because I love The Greatest Showman, because the songs in that movie, everyone, well, I think there was two that I wasn't too crazy about, but majority of that whole soundtrack, to this day I still hear because I loved it so much. I would love to see Lucy in a role like that, but I mean anything in general with music, I think she will be fantastic on it. But what are your thoughts about this? Is there a musical that you would love to see Lucy Lucy in, and from the songs that she did release, which were your favorite. You can share it down below in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later.